Alrighty. Should be 3, 2, 1, and we're live for now. And today, first thing, September 19th, 11:15 a.m. server time, ZF. And we got a group going for ZF as a DPS. So maybe we'll be lucky enough to hit the swords today. We lost the first one-hander to a hunter, and we've never seen the last boss sword on our paladin. Anyways, we did see it on our druid, because of course we would. And the tank paladin in that group, who was originally, he was retribution, so he's DPS, and then he ended up just tanking for us for the run. It went okay, but honestly it was in the category of you almost just have the level 46 druid tank it. Like, I was just burning through a lot of mana, like an insane amount of mana. And like, you'll see some prop paladins who seem to not run out of mana, whether it's their seals that they're using, because I think they use Seal the Crusader, and then they use lower rank consecrations. And they'll use like lower rank consecrations to conserve mana. Because would you do 192 with rank 3, 120 with rank 2, and 64. And that's overall. So I can see how a lot of paladins will just use rank 2 instead of rank 3, because I mean, goes up by almost like 100 mana. But it should be a pretty clean group. 49 mage, 49 tank warrior, 48 ret pally, 47 hunter, and 50 priest. So kind of the perfect group. We got priest buff, paladin buff, mage buff. We have a hunter. Hunter said he's not noob, and he wouldn't roll on the swords, because apparently that has been a thing on this server, is hunters rolling the swords. So almost missed the jump there. I mean, like, we'll probably burn up a lot of this rested bar just by doing this one run. And I mean, at level 48, we can kind of go and start doing Mara. We can start doing, like, maybe full clears as a healer.
Great to meet you. Safe.
We definitely need to level up first aid on the paladin. Not, I guess we don't have to, but it'd be good to. Just another thing to kind of get up there. Another thing on the list. So level up first aid on the pally. Pocket watch. Druid, our druid needs pocket watch from Badlands. Druid is also gonna need first aid because I think he's lacking on first aid. I found that a lot of these characters that have like heals don't necessarily use first aid nearly as much as like a warlock or a warrior. I assume rogues use a lot. I assume mages use a lot of first aid. Priests almost never use, seems like they never use first aid. We definitely got to start like doing some leveling in the good old Tenaris. We're at that level. I guess a lot of people do Feralus as well too at this level. But I mean, like, we're dungeon grinding. We got to go do RFD on the warrior. We could probably do an Alda lockout on the pally. Do a ZF Alda lockout on the druid possibly if we see the groups. Definitely need to do ZF on the druid. Like, pretty much mandatory right now is doing ZF on the paladin, on the druid. Mandatory would be doing RFD on the warrior. And then fillers are mandatory doing SFK on the priest, so we'll probably do SFK after this. Because I assume that we're not going to see another ZF group go for a little bit, probably like 12 o'clock, 1 o'clock is when we'll see the next ZF group go through. And we do have mallet. We do have mallet this run as well. So then I guess like filler dungeons are gonna be Alda on the paladin. I mean, I want to do Alderman on the paladin because I saw a pair of mail bracers drop in one of our runs on our pally that were like armor, intellect, spirit, and I mean for the healing set that'd be insane for us. But yeah, we're pretty much at like the Mara level at this point. Which is pretty wild to think that we're already at like level 48 for Mara on our paladin. And we're in. 2 F1. Red Arch, 49 Warrior. Self-found? Wow. Wow. Enchanted? No. I got those too. I think our male ones are better. Yeah. So she might not even need the swords if she's got this thing. What cape does she have? BOE for the stam. We're in fellowship on our paladin. SF mage? Nice. Not an SF mage. Love to see it. But yeah, I think we would do Mara as a healer. I really do. All these spells and effects. That's pretty wild. Lifeblood. This is ZF loot. We were looking at Mara loot. Would be a pretty sick headpiece. Useless. I mean, that's kind of good for Pallies. Hunter is back. That's really good for Pallies. I assume should work for healing spells. Be really good. That'd be really, I mean, if we luck out and get really lucky with
Stop charging. I can't cast that yet.
if we get really lucky with the epic sword, we'll probably take the epic sword all the way to 60 Azret. Feel a little off kilter right now on the pally. I can't wait to take this on my warrior. Cannot wait. Warrior is 43. Wrath is a cast, brutal. Massive whirlwind crit from the warrior. Ages and AoE damage, love to see it. The other thing we did end up losing yesterday was the leather boots on our druid, which was quite sad to experience. But we're going to be farming these swords for a long freaking time, because we'll end up farming these swords on the paladin, and then we're going to end up farming the swords on our warrior again as well too. Maybe we shouldn't. Maybe I should look into just buying a better weapon for the warrior. Because I mean, like, when you're at level 48, 49, if you can get into a America and get the rock grip axe, you know what I mean? Having the sword on the warrior is cool, but I don't think it has has no strength on it. It's faster. I guess the two-handed epic is just kind of a novelty item in a way for a warrior. I think this warrior has Crusader on this thing as well. All weapon damage. The Fake Crusader. So. We have seen a flurry axe in here before. If we saw a blood razor, that'd be insane. Oh my god, no repeat. Frickin' hunter and this warrior are doing some monstrous damage though. That is a pretty sick cape. And we win it. Is that even worth 4 gold? Oh, Hunter wants the rare spawn. And we got the rare again. I have a feeling that we'll see the boots. Let's see what drops. Hunter really wants the boots. He's the only one that can use them. I'm not gonna need those blue boots on this team. Oh, no boots. Sad day for the hunter. What is the hunter even using? we'll link the boots. All majors on it too. One in the box. We're gonna need that. And we needed the cape. And we're gonna look for treasure in here because there's no ores. Dancing right on the edge of pulling the boss there, this warrior. Drops. Maybe we get lucky here. Come on, sword. Come on, those. It's not the sword. If the warrior needs these, we'll pass them. but we didn't see the sword. That was the sword that we lost to the hunters the last time we were here on the paladin.
Sands consumed.
End up getting the gloves on this paladin already for our healing set, which is really good, and I don't think we need that.
That spell isn't ready yet.
Only accidental AoE fall. But see, like, this is like so far just like a mega clean ZF run. I mean, you got mage, you got paladin buffs, you got a warrior pepper DPS, you got hunter. This might be a big pull, not gonna be a big pull. And Night Elf Warrior at that too is hilarious. A Night Elf Warrior that isn't Wardens of Elune. I don't think anybody's really one. That was a pretty dirty pull though. Only pulled the two. I think if this guy had Broken Tooth, he would probably be top DPS right now. I'm doing not that good. But of course, like, what do you expect to see from a rep paladin? We're here for like just buffs, pretty much.
the executions begin.
So we didn't get the key. This is where yesterday we saw the prop pally really struggle when we were on our druid. Was like when I would go into tank stuff while he's drinking, he would get up from drinking to tank stuff when he's not even at like 75% mana. So he's sitting there at like 25, maybe 30% mana. And we're sitting there like capable of tanking this stuff temporarily on a druid at level 46. So it's like fell off. Oh, no. We have to heal this little red paladin right now. So our priest fell and is back again. She fell and then just came right back up. She must have done like the jump. Now that we can conserve the mana. Let people know, you know what I mean? That's what we're kind of doing, is that I believe it's on that tier, the second tier down is the reset spot for this run. So if you go ahead and like you're running into issues, you can jump down here and then everything should reset. But we still have to do Grozilla still. get that big room there for the major room. And I guess me too, because he has some great damage in there. But that was super clean, super easy, super clean. I mean, I guess we should try looking for a narrow clear run as like mandatory. It depends, right? Like if we can sneak into a mirror like full run at level 48 as a DPS or a paladin, hell yeah, we're getting in there. If we can only go as a healer, maybe we just do princess runs. Depends on what we see. And we might even, I'm even right now thinking that we might reroll mage as a gnome. Like I have a human mage, but I think having a steep artist might be beneficial. And also I'm just realizing that I don't really like the human faces all that much. The ones that are available. Definitely gonna need those if the healer. Oh, the healer can't use those. Doors open. I guess rebuff.
I can't cast that yet. That spell isn't in yet. I can't cast that yet. That's still recharging. That spell isn't in yet.
We got rebuffs out. We've just kept ret aura on this whole time because I've always killed these.
Great to meet ya.
I think I've always killed these. I've never just left these guys alive. Thing that Like, there's no way that this warrior rolls in the swords, right? Oh, I thought she had the blue name over her shoulders. She might still. She's got some disgusting rings. She pulled both? No. I don't think I've ever seen treasure in RFD, like actual lockboxes. Like maybe down this way, but I've never seen it. Alright, let's see it. Let's see the sword. Oh, please let us see the sword. Just immune to stuns.
Sand Fury reigns supreme. Feel the fury of the sand.
That hammer went off to the moon. Oh, those are pretty dirty. Gotta be those. Can't pass those up. We passed on the gloves, you know what I mean? Sick. GPS set inbound. But of course now we have to come back here again tomorrow. I mean, that is pretty sick. That's a pretty swag look right there, if you ask me. It's pretty hardcore. Got that real red look right now, red paladin look. Oh, we got a lot of XP. Hit level 49 probably tomorrow coming back here. Unless we end up getting an Alderman run going. That priest is on it for the 1000 XP for that girl. Oh, we did have a quest. Awkward. Shawl spoilers, which I mean is what we probably would have just ended up using if we didn't. Wow. Those are disgusting. The warrior need them? I'll greet them. Those are disgusting bracers, like 20 raw attack power for bracers. Five, 6, 7, 8. What does she have that she didn't need those? Wow. Wanted the stamina, I guess, for tanking.
That spell is I can't cast that yet. That's still recharging. Can't cast that yet.
My cell phone. Probably a nice upgrade for the hunter. I think those bracers were worth like 4 gold. 4 gold. Because like I probably should have needed them if she didn't need them, and then I wouldn't have to spend 4 gold right now, but as a DPS, it's like you're never really taking damage, and then I can probably get a strength. I can get a strength buff on enchant onto the bracers. So it's like 20 raw attack power plus another like 10. It's like 30 attack power plate bracers.
Fantastic!
Oh yeah, and we get a port. We Gucci. Because yeah, like we'll get like strength buff. We'll get strength enchant to those. 7 strength, 5 strength or whatever. Crafting, enchanting, wrists. We can do up to 9 strength, which would be insane. I don't think we need to go that hard on them. Maybe we do. 7 strength sounds good. Dream dust and a greater. 7, 8, 9. Yeah. It's 14. 20, 30, 34 attack power. Bracers, which are, that's just disgusting. So that's gonna be the run. We got an upgrade for our healing set. We got double upgrade for our ret set. Could have been a triple, but we passed the gloves to the warrior because they're disgusting gloves. And what were our leg guards like? Ooh, 42 healing for the spirit. I think we keep both of them just because we can, I guess. I don't know what to do with that yet. People are saying this kind of gear is situational. It's extra healing gear stuff. So.
For the Alliance.
Oh, we're gonna check cape and see what our cape was.
Well met.
8 intellect, 7 spirit. Okay,
Light
so
flesh.
we can send that off. Can we do an agility upgrade to a cape for 3? Which, I mean, it's not the worst. The agility only increases our dodge chance though, right? Ranged weapons scored a crit, and armor and chance to dodge, which I mean would be useful for removing like dodging stuff when we're open world, because we're still trying for these swords. So